What's up, everybody? This is T-Roy here with T-Roy's Toys, and on today's episode, we're going to be doing a little bit of some rock tumbling. Now, guys, I got this idea from another YouTube channel called Moonrise Rocks. This lady, she does a lot of rock tumbling and stuff. That's kind of the main theme of her whole channel. It's really cool, and I thought, I remember once I did it as a kid, and I thought I'd like to try it again. So I went on eBay and I found this. I believe it's a Vevor rock tumbler. It's not it's not a high end. And if you don't do this on a regular basis, there's doesn't make a lot of sense to buy a high dollar one unless you just got that kind of money to burn. Then by all means, go for it. But anyway, guys, let me show you what I got. All right, guys, here's the little rock tumbler that I bought. I can't remember the exact price. I want to say it was around $30 or so. And of course, with the rock tumbler, it came with a little bag of rocks and some grit and stuff for just one-time use. But let me show you what it looked like when I got through with it. And these guys, you can see, are the rocks that it came with. And they turned out just gorgeous. Now, the rocks that they send you, or some are, probably from up in Canada or somewhere where they have all kinds of, good kinds of quartz and just all kinds of great rocks. Well, unfortunately, I live in East Texas, so you're not going to find those types here. I mean, if you have those where you live, good for you, go after it. But East Texas, we don't have a lot to choose from. Most of what we got, I want to say, is either sandstone, iron ore, or there's a type of white rocks that look like quartz. Anyway, I've been kind of collecting a few over the past few weeks. Let me show you what we got. So here's the rocks I've been kind of collecting. Got this one here. I mean, it's not perfect. It's got some holes. It's got a few cracks. Oh, and this is actually a piece of petrified wood. So we're going to tumble that and see how that turns out. And I think that's almost sandstone. Little black rock there. This is, I think this is like iron ore or something. So, it's not perfect, but it's what we got in East Texas. Not even sure what that is. I'm an amateur, guys. I think this is like some type of quartz. You got this one here. This one's kind of chewed up, but anyway, we'll see how it turns out. And this one. And this one. This little green one here, I'm not sure. I don't think this is native to Texas. I'm not sure how I picked that up. But anyway, I found it. We're going to tumble it and see how it turns out. Well, anyway, guys, let me show you the grit I got. The grit I got is from Bar 27 Innovations. Because I had to buy some more. I got this off of eBay, and of course it's been a while, I forget, but there's 4 steps, and they have a set of instructions. I don't know if you want to pause that and read that, but this is going to take, the first step is going to take like 7 days. So apparently this rock tumbling thing is going to take a little bit, so we better get started. All right. That worked out pretty good. Now, guys, I am an amateur. I am not a professional at any, so please don't think I am. Now, I am also an amateur rock hound. Do this as a hobby, so if you know the technical names of what these rocks actually are, comment down below. Let me know. Anyway, we're just gonna throw them in here. Petrified wood. I do know what the petrified wood is. So I'm not a complete dummy. And this is the ceramic media. This actually came with the kit. I don't know if I mentioned that in the video. Oh, whoa! Okay. Maybe just go a little bit easier on that. There, that's better. Now you don't want to fill this all the way up. They say you want to have a little space so it can move, because otherwise it won't tumble as well, is what they say. All right. Now the instructions say to use hot water. I'm just going to use cold water. It'll be fine. Oh wait, we should add the grit first. I don't think it'll tumble too well if we don't add the grit. What do y'all think? We're using the step 1, the coarse 6090. I have no idea what that means. So. Step 1. Oh, that's good. Alright, now they say you want to fill it 3/4 of the way up. So you basically just want to cover the rocks. I'm going to guesstimate, but pretty sure that's it. Put that back on. You want to make sure this is secured because it will make a mess. Ask me how I know. Doesn't seem to leak. Alright. Well, alrighty guys. I'm going to set the tumbler up. Probably do it on the porch because it kind of makes a little bit of noise. So if you do this, you might want to keep that in mind. These things make a little bit of noise. But anyway guys, I'm going to set it for 7 days. See you on 7 days. Well, alrighty guys. It's been 7 days. Let's check out the rocks. Alright guys, check her out. Now guys, the important thing to remember when you do this, if you ever do this grit, I haven't personally experienced this, but that's just what I've seen online, is you do not want to wash the slurry stuff. Do not do it in the sink, because it will clog up your plumbing. Unless you just like having plumbing problems, then go ahead. Well, she kind of opened up a little bit. Eee. Oh, that looks yummy, guys. Oh, this does not feel right, guys. This does not feel right. Alright guys, let me rinse this stuff out because I thought this was going to work in this bowl, but it's not. Hang on, I'll be back. Alright guys, after about 30 minutes of cleaning, here's what we got. And I'm a little surprised. They're turning out pretty good. A little bit better than I expected. I probably should have cleaned them better, I guess, because it looked like there was mud. Maybe there was like a lot of dirt on the outside. But I think they turned out pretty good. Here's our little green one. Turned out pretty good. Little black one there. Now, this little pile here, it looked like one of them exploded or something. There's a piece there. It's got some nice kind of something on the inside of it. It's pretty cool. I'm not an expert, guys. I'm an amateur, so a lot of cracks and stuff in these, but you know, it's just what we got in East Texas. So guys, I'm not going to put the one that exploded in there, those little pieces. I don't, you know, they're going to be too small to really be anything. So we're just going to put the bigger ones in here. Now, with this stage 2 or step 2 grit, I'm not going to do the full 7 days. We're just going to do it for about 4 days. We're going to see how that turns out. Anyway, I'm going to load this back up. Put a ceramic media. Put our grit back in. And we're going to add water just 3/4 of the way. Alright, that should be good. Alright guys, we're going to let this tumble 4 days, and we'll see you in 4 days. Well, alright guys, stage 3 is complete. It's been a few days, but anyway, let's take a look at the rocks and then put them in for the final polishing stage of stage 4. Alright guys, let's take a look at our rocks. This here's the big one. It's definitely developed some fissures or holes in it. Still, it's turned out pretty nice. It's starting to get a little smooth. Here's our little green one. Almost too small to even tumble. Along with this little black one here, and it's kind of unique. I do not remember where I picked this one up at. Here's I believe this was a piece of iron ore. It's turned out pretty nice. Got some little sparkles in there. And this is starting to look like a piece of granite, although it has a few fissures in it, but almost like a piece of granite. I don't know, I'm an amateur, guys. I'm not a certified geologist. Y'all comment down below. You let me know what you think it is. And this one, I got high hopes for this one. I think it's going to turn out nice. And this one here, it's definitely got some neat colors to it. It's got some lines in it, almost some little fissures, kind of like got some holes that I'm hoping they don't get any bigger. And this one here, this one is turning out neat. I don't know if you could see those little shiny parts that almost looks like gold. That would be really cool if it was, because there's like no gold in this part of East Texas, but it's definitely got a lot of cracks, a lot of fissures. So I hope it stays together through this final process. Well, alright guys, let's put it in the tumbler and let's set it in for about 3 days. Well, alrighty guys, the final stage on our rock tumbling is complete. So let's open up this thing and see how well they turned out. Alright guys, let's see how well they did. They stopped sometime last night and had to wait till I got off work before we get to this. Now, of course, I didn't do what the instructions said. I shortened it a little bit because I don't know, if I didn't, you know, instead of this taking 2 weeks, this would have taken about a month. Because it seemed like every stage they wanted to do 7 days. And the first kit I had when I did these other rocks, it only did like one speed was 3 days, one was 2, and one was 1, that kind of thing. So, alright, let's see what we got here. And I might have messed up on this. Maybe I should have waited. Set this here, let it dry. That's pretty nice. Here's the big one. I'm kind of curious how that's going to turn out. Ooh. It's got some of the ceramic media. Look at that. It's got a piece of that ceramic media stuck in there, and I can't get it out. There's the one with all the, looked like I guess they had the gold or something in it. Kind of curious how this turns out. Set this over here to dry. Oh, wrong bowl of water. Ooh, that one still has, that one's still kind of rough. It didn't polish real well. That one turned out kind of nice. Oh, here's our piece of iron ore. I believe it's iron ore. Alright guys, well here is the finished product. I've given them a little bit of time to dry, and I have to say I'm not real impressed. You know, from the first rocks I tumbled, these did not turn out as glamorous, shiny. You know, I mean they're smoother. That one's not too bad, but it didn't really have a gleam. I don't know. Of course, it was a different type of grits I used. I used that 27 Solutions. Maybe I should have let it go the whole 7 days, but the other grit I used, you didn't have to do that. Ooh, this is the one with the gold or something. You can see it right there. I don't know if that's really gold. My luck, it's probably pyrite. But yeah, I mean, they're cool. They're not that cool. Or maybe they're not the type of rocks, you know, the right type of rocks to tumble. Maybe just East Texas just doesn't have good rocks for tumbling. Who knows? That one's kind of cool. Here's this one. Here's our two little ones. I finally had to fish them out. I couldn't feel them. There's a little green one. See, it doesn't have a shine like the others did. So I'm not quite sure what I did wrong there. Might have to research that a little bit. Not sure what type of rock that is. Let's see if I can get this little piece of ceramic media out of this one here. There we go. Put that back over there. Yeah, guys, I guess my favorite would have to be this one here, just because I kind of half think it maybe has a little bit of gold in it. So, yeah, if I had to pick my favorite, that would be it. But yeah, guys, that's it for East Texas rock tumbling. Well, alright guys, that's going to do it for this episode of the rock tumbling. I don't know if the mistake was on my part, probably more than likely. Maybe I didn't do something correctly. Anyway, if you have any suggestions or any ideas, comment down below. Maybe I get some better rocks, maybe I find some better grit, who knows. I'll research it a little bit, see what I can come up with, but comment down below if you think there's something I could have done better. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. I want to thank y'all for watching. Remember, please like, subscribe, all that mumbo jumbo everybody else always says. Y'all have a good evening.